guys, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be discussing my opinion on the lovely Modern Witch Tarot deck. So I'm going to be talking about the things that I like about the deck, the things that I am not such a big fan of. But yeah, I figured for today's video I would do a review because it's been a while since I've done one, and over on Instagram when I do my polls and I kind of let you guys choose which kind of video you want me to do, one of the options I usually put is a review, and some of you choose review, but it's always the other option that ends up being the winner, so I do that video. So for today I thought I would do the review for the people who have been wanting to see one. And I wanted to do it on the Modern Witch Tarot simply because I know it is a fan favorite. I know there are a lot of other readers out there who have this deck a part of their collection, so I thought that maybe I would share my thoughts on it. And yeah, if you guys want to even comment what your opinions are with the deck, that would be really cool, because I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to think. So I'm gonna start off with the outside packaging and then we will work our way inside. So when it comes to the box, I do like the look of the box. I like the design. The pictures that are on the box are pictures that are also on some of the cards as well. And then on the back there's a couple of pictures of some of the cards also. I do like the design at the top. I like the font. I like the sun and the moon. Overall it is good packaging. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is how it opens, only because I have this one sitting on my shelf like this. So when I go to pick it up, and I have other decks also beside it, so it's kind of like in the middle. So when I go to grab it, I will grab it from the top, and then I can't really just grab it and lift because it comes out through the bottom. So I kind of have to really squeeze the edges to pick it up so I don't lose all my cards. Other than that, that's really the only negative thing I have to say about it. Also, I don't quite know what happened here, and that is extremely annoying that that corner is bent. Ugh. So if we take the top off of it, also the inside is decorated with the suits, the symbols for the suits, so I think that's really cute. And then we have the logo on the inside as well. The inside of this box is decorated with the same lining also. So I'm going to start with the guidebook first before making my way to the cards. So the design of the book I think is cute. Again, the image is from one of the cards. We have the same sort of logo up here that we have on the box, and same with on the back. I do like the bluey color, it is cute. Again, we have the same design on the inside. We have our table of contents, an introduction, and then we get into the majors. I feel like for the majors there is an okay amount of information per card. I do like how it shows the image of each card to go along with the description. But when we get to the minors, it's a lot less information given for each card, and also there is no picture to go along with it, which it's okay. I'm not like majorly upset about that or anything. It's not a big deal that there's no pictures, but I would like a bit more clarification, maybe another paragraph or so to go along with it, just because, like I've mentioned a bunch of times before, I am a newbie with tarot, still learning the cards, still tend to reach for the guidebook if I need some extra help or clarification. So having a little bit more information per card would be helpful. But I do like how throughout the book they have cute little images. I think that's rather fun. There is a little section on reading the tarot, which can be super helpful, and also near the back of the book, some spreads that you can try. So yeah, that's basically the guidebook. Oh, I also kind of like how it's hardcover too. I don't think I have many decks, or this may be the only deck that has a hardcover guidebook, so I think that's kind of cool. So now on to the cards. I like the backing of the cards. I like how each symbol for each of the suits is represented, and I think it's also a really cute color. But when it comes to the card stock, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's definitely feels a lot thicker than some of the cards I have in other decks. Also, this deck is glossy, which I'm not a huge fan of either, just because I'm not used to the feeling that it gives the cards. I don't want to say that it makes them feel cheap or anything, but it definitely gives a more of a plasticky sort of feel to it. I'm not a big fan either of the white borders along the edges here, just because if you turn it this way, it's a lot of white. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not loving that look. If they were to have made even just the edges a different color, it would have made it a bit better, but that could just be me being picky. The deck comes with this cute little positive quote card, which I think is nice and very inspiring. Card size is good also. I didn't pull a card out for comparison, but it's definitely not too big where it's awkward to shuffle. I think it might be the standard size for a card or very close to it. So I feel like the imagery definitely lives up to the name of the deck. It's definitely very modern, especially when it shows things like cell phones or iPods or laptops or things that we just tend to use in our everyday lives. So if you're definitely looking for a deck that kind of steers away from the traditional look and you kind of want something a little more modern and a little more relatable to this era, then this would definitely be a good deck for you. This is definitely a diverse deck with different races, different body types, same-sex relationships. So I feel like that is very refreshing. I'm not going to do a full deck flip through because I've already posted a video on my channel of a flip through of the entire deck. So I will link it in a card somewhere in here if you want to go and check it out. But yeah, I think the imagery is fun. I think it's very easy to understand. And I think it goes along very well with the guidebook. Even though the descriptions are very short, I feel like the guidebook is also easy to understand. So overall, would I say that this is a beginner-friendly deck? I would say it kind of depends on the reader. I feel like I mentioned, if you're looking for something not so traditional and something a bit more with the times, then this could be a deck for you. But then also, if you're going into it with no previous knowledge of tarot or the card meanings or anything like that, then maybe the guidebook might not be enough for you. You might be better off getting a deck with a more descriptive guidebook just to kind of help you out a bit better. But if you're definitely looking to try to rely more on your intuition and focus more on the imagery to help you out, then I don't see why this deck wouldn't work for you. I mean, everyone's different, everyone has their own preferences, so what may work for you may not work for someone else, which is totally fine. For me personally, I don't tend to reach for this deck very often. I mean, sometimes I'm drawn to use it. It's definitely, I don't want to say I never use it, because I use it more than I use some of my other decks in my collection, but it is not the first deck, or I would say even my second deck that I reach for, unless I am being drawn to use this deck, if that makes sense. But overall, I would say, yeah, I would classify it as a beginner-friendly deck, but like I said, it all depends on the reader. Everyone learns differently, everyone has their own ways of interpreting things, so yeah, I guess really the only way that you would know is to give it a shot. Which is kind of what I do. You can't really, you can look at reviews and kind of get a general feel, but I mean, you can really tell when the deck is in your hands and you're attempting to use it, whether or not it's going to be a good fit for you. So yeah, I think that's basically all I have to say about the Modern Witch Tarot deck. It is a nice deck to use. It's fun, it's definitely relatable, which is really nice because that can be difficult to find in some decks. Is it my absolute favorite deck? No, but would I say it's in my top 5? Yeah, I would definitely say it's in my top 5. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it to be helpful and insightful in some way, hopefully. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to stick around a little longer and see some of my future content to come, then hit that subscribe button because I would greatly appreciate that as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one.